The lights are on at the Bing Crosby Theater. Tomorrow, the community will come together to celebrate the life of a man who not only made a difference in Spokane, but also around the world. She sees them every morning, words of encouragement and love written on dozens of cards. They help with grieving, but some days aren't as easy.
The last few weeks have been really hard, a lot of roller coasters, a lot of up and down.
Allison Roskelley married her best friend, a man who loved her in a way she never knew existed. You knew him as a world-renowned climber. Allison says he was so much more.
He was an amazing husband. He was a very talented welding inspector. He was a family man. He was an amazing dog dad and had an obsession with our bulldog. So he was just much more than just a climber, and we wanted to really make a celebration of life that really grasps that.
And that's exactly what the Roskelley family will do, a celebration of life to highlight what Jess brought to this world.
That's the best thing about Jess, is he touched people in so many different ways, and people have so many great stories to tell about him, and we want to hear that.
In a time that is dark, so many people have provided light. Complete strangers and people who love Jess continue to lift her up every day.
Like knowing that Jess and I have so much support from the community, not just here, but worldwide, has been absolutely unreal.
There's a lot of things on Allison's heart. So many people she wants to thank for walking with her through this season. While she's leaning on others, she also finds comfort in the joy climbing brought into their lives.
It's not the sport that is at fault. It just happens. And he was doing what he loved, and that's what I can hold on to.
Our reception will follow at the Washington Cracker Building. The Roskelley family tells me that this is a time where the community is invited to share a special story or a memory of Jess. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Tim Pham, KREM 2 News.